The engage and explain phase of the PEACE model acts as the interview preamble, or standard opening, and it is essential for setting the tone, structure, and fairness of the entire interaction. Its purpose is twofold. First, to build a professional working relationship through rapport, and second, to clearly explain how the interview will be conducted, so the interviewee understands the process, their rights, and what is expected of them. The engagement component focuses on rapport building and creating a safe, professional environment that supports open communication. Investigators use active listening techniques, such as maintaining eye contact, nodding, and using neutral body language to show attentiveness without judgment. This helps establish trust and encourages more candid responses. At the same time, the investigator is attentive to the interviewee's welfare, acknowledging stress or anxiety where appropriate, and allowing the person to feel heard at the outset. Starting with neutral conversation also helps establish a baseline for normal behavior and communication style, which can later assist in assessing consistency during more detailed questioning. Throughout this process, the investigator must remain professionally neutral, avoiding reassurance that could be interpreted as promises about outcomes, such as suggesting, "Everything will be fine." The explanation component introduces structure and clarity. The investigator explains the purpose of the interview, why the individual has been invited, and the general scope of the discussion. Roles are clarified so the interviewee understands who is present and why, including any note-takers, support persons, or representatives, and the limits of their roles. This reduces uncertainty and helps prevent misunderstandings about the investigator's function as a neutral fact-finder rather than a decision-maker. A key part of this stage is explaining how the interview will proceed. The investigator outlines practical routines such as note-taking or recording, and confirms that everything said forms part of the official record. It must also be made clear that there are no off-the-record comments, and that all information may be used in reaching findings. In some cases, the investigator may seek a general commitment to honesty to reinforce the expectation of truthful participation, while ensuring this is framed appropriately and not coercively. The investigator must also establish ground rules that support procedural fairness. The interviewee is informed that participation is voluntary and that they are free to take breaks, use the restroom, or end the interview if needed. These safeguards help ensure the process is non-custodial and legally defensible. Where support persons are present, their role is clarified as passive rather than participatory, meaning they may observe but not influence or answer on behalf of the interviewee. Finally, essential admonitions and protections are communicated. The interviewee is instructed to maintain confidentiality and not discuss the interview or underlying matter with colleagues, in order to protect the integrity of the investigation and prevent contamination of evidence through workplace discussion. At the same time, the investigator reinforces that retaliation in any form is strictly prohibited and provides a clear mechanism for reporting any concerns of reprisal. This combination of clarity, structure, and reassurance ensures that the interview begins on a stable, transparent, and professionally controlled foundation.